Hello there, I am the Internet Pedant and welcome back to Sentinels of the Multiverse. What are we going to do today? I don't know, I just kind of feel like playing a bit. Let's try. I mean, we've had a look at quite a few of the villains now, but what about if we have a look at Ambuscade? Ambuscade is the first mini pack villain to come out. From one of the sort of... in the card game he was sold standalone rather than as part of a box set. So let's see what he does. He's going to bring out a load of device cards when he first comes into play and just shoot people each turn. That doesn't seem too complicated. I'm sure there's nothing weird going on there. And for everyone else, let's just randomize again. Let's just do that. So who have we got? We've got GI Bunker again, Fanatic, Super... I don't know, we're getting a lot of people... Well, I'll change it up a bit because that's quite similar to the last video I did. So let's bring in Mr. Fixer. Mr. Fixer could go there. Tempest, you could come out for this one. I like you, but not today. Tachyon, too much Tachyon. Let's, well, here's one thing I haven't mentioned. One gameplay mechanic that, I'll be honest, in the card game I always completely ignore, but let's do it. Each villain's got this little symbol on their card here, and so has every hero. They've all got a little thing, and this represents their sort of rival, their arch enemy. And Ambuscade's, I believe, is Haka. Yep, there we go. So if we bring in Haka, what that means is when Ambuscade does damage, to Haka, it will be increased by 1, and when Haka does damage to Ambuscade, it will be increased by 1. So that'll be nice. I do actually want another variant in here, so let's try. I haven't tried this one before. Let's bring in America's Greatest Legacy. Never played as him before. So we've got a pretty variant heavy set here. A couple of variants, standard Haka and standard Mr. Fixer, I think. Yeah, standard Mr. Fixer this turn. So let's give this a go. We're fighting an Insular Primalis again. Actually, I suppose we've done 5 videos, so where haven't we fought? I think we haven't had a fight in... actually, have we had a... I'm not sure. Let's do the Pike Industrial Complex. I don't think we've done anything here yet. So let's give that a go. Pike Industrial, Ambuscade, these people, fight. Enough wittering on. Here he is. Ambuscade's thing is that he was a film star, like an action film star, but he decided he kind of wanted to do stuff for real. So he managed to get this super suit and some gadgets and things, and now he hunts superheroes, which is very weird. That's a bit of a flip there, but whatever. If that's what you want to do. Okay, so he starts with reactive plating. This reduces damage dealt to Ambuscade. And every time someone deals damage to Ambuscade, this card's going to hit them back. Not too great. An automated turret. This one's just going to shoot people. Ooh. And a sonic mine. This is a bit difficult. When this card is destroyed, this card deals each hero target 2 sonic damage. And then targets dealt damage this way cannot deal damage until the start of the next villain turn. So we kind of want to destroy that towards the end of the turn. And another one, Armed and Dangerous. Reveal cards from the top of the villain deck until a device card is revealed, put it into play, and then play the top card of the villain deck. This guy's getting suited up. And another automated turret. And Rig to Detonate. This is a trap. This is sort of his main gimmick. Like I said, all the different villains have got their own things that do. Every deck in the game has weird things it does, and this one's got traps. When this card would enter play, shuffle it face up in the villain deck. So this goes back in the deck. Whenever this card is face up on the top of the villain deck, Ambuscade deals the hero target with the highest hit points 4 energy damage and discard this card. So basically, this card is going to go back into deck but then come out at some point, and when it does, then it will attack us. Oh, pardon me. Which target has the highest hit points? Let's go for Legacy at the moment. Oh, well, there's 2 of them, so whoever gets hit with one, the other one will get hit. Right. What are we gonna do? Let's start off with a nice ammo drop. Let's get some card play going on. And GI Bunker's thing, I didn't look at his card. His power, instead of drawing a card like standard Bunker does, he selects target and then damage that target is made irreducible. This isn't too... Actually, it's quite handy against Ambuscade because he's got this reactive plating which reduces damage. But with that going on, it won't do that. But I'm actually going to actually go for the reactive plating itself, so we can try and get that down quicker. And an external combustion. That just hits everyone for some damage, but also hurts Bunker himself. Ooh, sorry, just fiddling with my headset there. Right. What options have we got for Legacy? Actually, that's the point. I'm not really talking about the cards much. Let's go back a bit. What else did Bunker have? Decommissioned hardware. That lets him pull something out of the trash. Gatling gun, do attack every turn, but you have to feed it a card at the end of every turn. That can be good with some of his modes. And the Omni Cannon. This is his big weapon. Basically, every turn, you can put cards under the card. And you can just keep doing it, So you get a load of cards underneath Omni Cannon. It's kind of charging it up. And then you can, as your power, fire it, which does a load of damage based on how much you charged it. So that can do big damage. Legacy, we've got a back fist strike, just do some damage. Fortitude, reduce damage dealt to him by 1, that's alright. And Heroic Inception, he deals himself some damage, and then every other target is immune to damage, but it only lasts for 1 turn. That's actually maybe a good idea. And his power, this is quite an interesting one. He heals someone for a hit point, and then they can use a power, which is very useful, especially under certain circumstances. Haka, he punches people, that's his power, we've seen him before. Hacker of Restoration, they let him discard cards to heal, not very useful. And during in session, he can redirect environment damage to himself, not terribly useful. And a Vitality Surge, heal a bit and draw a card. He hasn't really got much to do this turn. And Mr. Fixer, we've seen him recently. What's he got? Bloody Knuckles, that increases damage to and from himself, but also lets him... and then you destroy it, so it only lasts 1 turn. Harmony, useless now, but good when he's got a weapon and a styling plate. Hoist Chain, hit someone and it reduces damage they do by 1, so that's useful. And a Salvage Yard, this one's nice. Get all equipment back from the trash and lets you play Overdrive if that's been played. So yeah, not terribly good starting cards for anyone, but we'll make the best of it. Let's start with Fortitude and Legacy, who when Mr. Fixer's got some weapons out, he'd be a good target for this, but for now let's go for Haka. You can target Legacy with that. That'd be weird, because then you could target yourself. Oh, but you can't use the same power on the same turn, so no. Right, let's go for Haka. Okay, and then Haka's going to be able to... okay, that's cards in play, thanks for that. Oh, you play a card to use it. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. So let's deal some damage. Like I said, don't really want to go for the Sonic Mine yet. Let's work on taking out that reactive plating. I'm not too worried about the turrets at the moment. Okay. And a motivational charge, that's nice, that's useful to have. In fact, that's very useful. Let's go back here. That's very useful for America's Greatest Legacy, because he can use this power to heal himself and use the other power, which is then going to heal everyone, including himself a bit more. So that's actually a useful pair of cards to have. Haka, let's just go for Vitality Surge, get another card. We need more cards. Savage Manor. This is his big card. This is kind of his equivalent to the Omni Cannon. We haven't seen it before, but it can be very useful. Whenever Haka destroys a target, you put that card underneath this card. So again, you're destroying stuff and building up a pile, and then you can unleash it to do a load of damage to someone. So that's alright. One thing you'll notice is that, wait, I did Crush last turn. I thought you said that you can't use the same power from the same card more than once in a round. No, in a turn. So I used this power last turn on... Legacy's turn. Now I'm using it on mine, so I can use the same power more than once, which is good. There we go, and another card, an Elbow Smash. That's alright. Get us started. Here, what are we going to do? I think we're just going to go straight for Hoist Chain, start getting him built up. That's not going to let him do any extra damage, but I can hit oh no, the reactive plating's going to stop that from happening. I might as well take out that Sonic Mine, because we're not going to do any more damage, and at least we'll get it out of the way. So let's Then again, do I really need to get rid of it? What's the point of destroying it? I don't think anyone's got stuff that's going to hit everyone, except maybe Mr. Fixer himself, funnily enough. So I might as well just leave that there. I don't really need to get rid of it. It's not going to do anything until I destroy it. So, yeah, let's just keep hitting that plating. Well, actually, that probably would have made more sense to hit one of the automated turrets with him to make him do a bit less damage. But never mind. Chemical explosion. Oh, this hits everyone for 3 damage, and it would have been more if we hadn't, if there were any VAT cards in play. So that's not too great, but it does mean that Sonic Mine's going to go away anyway. So let's hit the reactive plating first. Yep, these turrets. There's no particular reason, honestly, to go after any of Ambuscade's stuff first. The order doesn't terribly matter, but Right, Bunker gets a card. Good for him, and then everyone gets hit by the Sonic Mine, which means they can't do damage until the start of the villain turn, which is about to happen, so it's no big deal. And then, yeah, then everyone else. Yeah, that's fine. Right. See, and then all of a sudden they can do damage again, so that's fine. Oh, more equipment getting put into play. What have we got? An explosive launcher. Deal each hero target 3 fire damage. That's nasty. And vanish. Search the villain trash and villain deck for, oh dear, the personal cloaking device. Right. And here it is, personal cloaking device. When this card enters play, flip Ambuscade's villain character card to his invisible stalker side. Yes, what you might have noticed, or not noticed kind of thing, I don't know. On Ambuscade's card, no rules for flipping. Instead, it's based on this device. Now he is invisible, and while he is in this mode, let me see if I can bring up the, yeah, bit damage, blah blah blah. Meanwhile, while he's in invisible stalker mode, he's immune to damage. We can't kill him at all, but we can destroy his cloaking device, and then he'll flip back again. But he still does damage to us. But now, instead of hitting the person with the highest highest hit points, he hits one with the lowest, so he's picking off the weak ones. Yeah, Ambuscade on this side is nasty. Right, it doesn't matter the order. So we're probably going to want to ignore the reactive plating now and go for the cloaking device instead. It doesn't, because there's no point in getting rid of the reactive plating, won't help at the moment. What do I want to do? It's probably early enough that external combustion could be a good idea. We'll get rid of that reactive plating and a bunch of other stuff. I mean, I'll take a couple of fire damage, but there's enough on the board that might be a good idea, and we could start working on getting rid of this explosive launcher as well. So, yeah, actually, that's what I'm going to do. So, we'll get rid of reactive plating, which unfortunately, yep, there we go, that's enough. I thought that wasn't going to be enough. I thought damage reduction was going to stop that, but personal cloaking device. Let's choose for me, it doesn't matter. Ambuscade can't be hurt, but it's good enough. Who's going to be irreducible? It doesn't matter because that armor isn't in play anymore. But I guess I'll go for the cloaking device. It's not going to have any effect. There's no damage reduction, but whatever. Who knows? Maybe something weird will come out. Right. What are we going to do here? We're going to do a motivational charge. And here's where this weird combo is going to come into play. I'm going to use my gung-ho power on myself, which will heal me, and then let me use motivational charge. So it's not much, but I get an extra hit point out of it. What are we going to take out? We're going to do 2 damage. See, I want to take out the cloaking device, but it's probably... I don't think anyone else is going to be doing that kind of wide damage against everything. So it might be a good idea to start taking out that explosive launcher, because that needs to go. So let's hit that for 2. Haka can take out... everyone gets healed, that's good. Haka can take out one of those automated turrets, but maybe I want him to go after the cloaking device? I don't know. And... oh, then again, he's got that elbow smash. So he can do a bit of both. We can do some damage on the cloaking device and punch out a turret. And then Mr. Fixer can take out that explosive launcher. That sounds pretty good to me. Let's do that. I do... actually, though... No, that's a good idea. I do want to put out Savage Manor sooner rather than later. But this will do for now. And then punchy punchy, takey outy. There we go. And Bunker gets a card, another external combustion. Good, good, good. And I get a Tiaha. That's good. That's going to let me do more damage to more people every turn. Great stuff. Not much useful to play, so I'm going to put in Harmony and hope I get a style card soon. And we're just going to do 1 damage, so let's take out that explosive launcher. And Bunker gets a maintenance unit. Lucky for Bunker. Another Bloody Knuckles. Not what I need. Mr. Fixer might be skipping a turn soon. Get a bit of extra card draw. Experimental Mutagen. Put all rat cards from the environment trash into play, but there's none. Increase damage dealt by rats by 1. Reduce damage dealt 2 rats by 1. And if there are 2 or more rats in the environment trash, destroy this card. Okay. Well, that's not terribly... That's not a big deal. Okay, Ambuscade, what have you got for me? Run and gun. Deal the hero with the highest hit points 2 projectile damage, shuffle the villain trash, and then play another card. Okay. Legacy, yeah, he's got Fortitude, not too bad. And Cloaking Vice, well, we've already got Cloaking Vice. So, yeah, actually, that was a pretty useless turn. Which is good for me. Oh. Did I just see right? Bunker is not doing well on the health side at all. I might want to put Gatling Gun into play so he can start doing a bit of damage while he waits for other cards to turn up. We've got plenty to chuck away at the moment, so let's do that, Gatling Gun. And we're going to make Ambuscade irreducible. Again, not very useful, but it's the best we can do at the moment. And let's get rid of decommissioned hardware. So the Gatling Gun's going to fire at start next turn. What have we got here? Maybe a Thock. We can punch out that cloaking device and get a card for it. Not a bad option. There we go. Foam grenade. Good, 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 good. And then we can get someone to use a power, so... I really wish I need to get a weapon out for Bunker. Maybe I can do that next turn. But for this turn, I'm going to do the same combo again. I'm going to heal myself and then use Motivational Charge to heal everyone else as well. And I can get rid of that turret. That's nice. There we go. Bunker gets another card. All ammo for the Gatling Gun. Right, Haka. Tiaha can wait for 1 turn. Savage Manners, and it's better when there's more things to hit, because it hits more than 1 target. So let's get Savage Manner in play now while I've got a minute. And we can just punch on Ambuscade in his face, which doesn't do anything because he's still cloaked. Yeah, there we go. You can see on that card actually that they've thought about this, and that's Ambuscade trying to shoot him and it not working. No, wait, he's blowing him up, isn't he? Too bad. Right, yeah, Mr. Fixer, just get, need more cards. Another Bloody Knuckles, I don't need Bloody Knuckles, and an Overdrive. That can be useful, but it's not right now. An Irradiated Cyclohexene Vat. Convert all damage to toxic and increase all damage by 1. I want rid of that. And I'm not sure if anyone has a way of getting rid of environment cards. That could be a trouble. Oh, another trap. Whenever this card went into play, this, when it comes up, will deal damage to everybody. Okay, fair enough. And a bit of damage to Legacy. That's fine. Now he's flipped back. He's hitting the person who's got the most health. Yeah. And Gatling Gun. Yes, shoot Ambuscade with that Gatling Gun. Excellent. The Vat's going to help me out for a bit, actually. It's not too bad if you're doing more damage. What do I want? Flat Cannon will let me do a bit more damage. That's probably a good idea. I'm tempted to do the Adhesive Foam Grenade and just delay the environment for a turn while we've got something reasonably good in. In fact, both of those are going to get worse depending on what comes into play. Yeah, actually... but then again, his power's a bit useless by itself. I need to get him doing stuff. We'll take 1 more turn and then I might throw out the Adhesive Foam Grenade next time. But right now, shooty shooty, bang bang. Another Omni Cannon. Meh. And then we need to trash something, so let's trash one of these redundant Omni Cannons. Alright, what have we got here? Maybe... I don't know if we just want to go simple and just punch him. It might be worth doing that, but I'm not sure anyone's going to be taking too much damage. In fact, Legacy is still... Oh, well, no, one of those is going to get hit. But still, I think... Yeah, let's go for Back Fist Strike and let's just punch. Try and do as much damage as possible while the bat's there. And we'll do the same combo again because it works pretty well. There we go. Good. Heal everyone. Excellent. Oh yeah, and of course, because he's healed himself, he will actually be the target of the highest. So that's fine. Right. Tiaha. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, that his base power does 2 damage. This does 3 damage to 2 people. Only 1 person to hit, but it's still worth using that at the moment. So knock him over the head with his little stick. And no, we don't want to hit one of our own teammates. Thank you very much. And Mr. Fixer, oh Mr. Fixer, please get some worthwhile cards. Skip, skip. Another hoist chain. And a charge. A charge is okay, but it's not what I'm after. I need a style card. Oh dear. Another VAT. Reduce all damage by 1 and each target regains a hit point. So that kind of cancels out the toxic VAT, which is a bit of a shame. Healing's okay. We benefit from it a little bit more than Ambuscade does. Because there's more of us. Oh, his cloaking device is back. Oh dear. Never mind. Right, Gatling gun on the cloaking device. Yeah, there we go. Right, what do we want to do? Maybe I want to do the foam grenade this turn, just to stop anything else coming out before I'm ready for it. And we can just shoot that cloaking device. We can just keep wailing on that all day long. Upgrade mode. That will be useful. That'll be useful. Let's get rid of another... decommission hardware is kind of good. See, Omni Cannon in theory is good, but I never really use it. I'm tempted to get rid of that. We've got enough characters in here who have ways of doing big damage. Speaking of big damage, maybe I want to do a Back Fist Strike and just take out that outright. But then again, there's really no point, because Haka can do 2 damage to it. Mr. Fixer, even Mr. Fixer could do 1, and I can do 1. So, I don't really need to be doing extra damage this turn, and I don't really need to be... In fact, Haka can do 3. So I can't... Nothing I play this turn is really going to be that useful. I can maybe get rid of damage to Bunker. But I think, honestly, I'm better just skipping and getting an extra card, or even just punching to heal everyone up a bit. That might be useful. Or... And I can even get him to use it. Well, then again, I don't need to do more damage. So, what do I want to do? Maybe Heroic Inception, just to save Bunker, because he's... No, he's... Wait, what am I talking about? We're going to destroy the cloaking device. He's going to flip back, so he's going to be hitting the person with the highest health again, not Bunker. So that is completely useless. I'm just going to skip. Might as well just get 2 more cards. I can heal everyone a little bit, but I think... having better options next turn is going to be a bit more useful. Ooh, lead from the front. That could be good. Right, what are we going to do here? We're probably not going to do any of these. For the same reason we're not doing with Legacy. There's nothing here that's all that useful. So let's just skip that and just whack with the Tiaha. So, yeah. I would have liked to take it out because we need to hopefully start getting some stuff under Savage Manor. I don't think anything's under it yet, but eh. And again, come on, need some cards. So skip that, nothing to play. And we're just gonna hit that cloaking device. Yeah, whatever. Another card for Bunker. Oh, another foam grenade. That could be useful. And another charge. Come on! I'm just getting the same cards with Mr. Fixer. Everyone gains some life. Good for me. And back to Ambuscade. What's he gonna do this time? Delicious. More reactive plating, not a big deal. Who's got the highest damage? Let me see. Probably makes sense to go to Legacy because he's got Fortitude as well, so I'll reduce it a little bit. Right, who's gonna? Let's go for that plating. Well, at least he's got something he can do this turn because hitting the plating with damage reduction, it'll be useful. Yeah, actually, because I was going to do upgrade mode and then start throwing more cards out there. But given the reactive plating cut that's just come out, I think actually a better bet is to put in the foam grenade and just make that irreducible again. That's fine. That's fine. And what are we going to throw away? I forgot about this bit. Redundant maintenance unit. It can very rarely be useful because these aren't limited. You can have more than one in play, and once you're in turret mode, you can use 2 of them. So if you need a lot of healing quick, you can do that. But it needs a lot of setup, and I don't think it's the best move. So let's chuck one of those. Okay, what am I going to do? Lead from the front might be useful, especially once I get next evolution or something like that. So, but then again, Flying Smash, no. Danger Sense, maybe. A Back Fist Strike to just start hitting that reactive plating, especially seeing as it's got damage reduction taken down. Yeah, let's do that. I have a bit of a plan. I'm hoping I can take down the reactive plating by the start of Haka's turn, or by the time Haka does his first hit with his Tiaha, so the second hit can hit Ambuscade for full. Let's see how that goes. And once again, gung ho myself, and then we're going to punch that plating. There we go. Excellent. Oh dear, Sniffly. Now that's weird. I'm sure those last 2 turns, this damage reduction hasn't come into play. I mean, let's go back. What was I doing there? I was doing the motivation. Oh wait, no, what I'm talking about is because I'm hitting the reactive plating, which at the moment damages are irreducible, so this isn't reducing the damage. Okay, so that's good. It overrides that as well as its own damage reduction. Excellent. Okay, Dominion can go into play. I could, yeah, that's a good idea. Every environment card that comes out is going to get card play. Nothing at the moment because Bunker's used his foam grenade, but this will do. This is good. And finally, we'll get something under Savage Manor, I think. Yeah, we'll do both. Bunker gets a card, and we get... Oh, a turret mode. Good stuff. Yes, I want to put reactive plating under Savage Manor. One advantage of putting cards under Savage Manor, apart from just the fact that it's powering up his ability, is it also means that it can't come up for him again. If he has a card that pulls his trash and shuffles it into his deck, which he's already done, that reactive plating isn't going to be there. We've taken it. So, yeah, that's useful. We've got these charges, so let's use one of them. Well, we've got a bit of a damage boost as well. And then just hit him. Just hit him. And that'll reduce the damage he's doing for a bit because of the hoist chain. I could be doing so much better if I was getting more weapons and some styles. I'm really surprised no styles have come out from Mr. Fixie yet. I mean, we must have seen half his deck by now. Another Sonic Mine, no big deal. And yeah, we'll have Mr. Fixer take it because Haka, because of him being the Nemesis, would take an extra damage. So there's plenty of damage reduction, it's fine. Let's target to take damage, not the mine, not the Sonic Mine, thank you very much. Okay, what are we doing? Turret mode would kind of be useful, maybe, but probably a bit better once I've got another card into place. So for now, let's put in the... his health's starting to stabilise, but it's still a bit low, but I think... I'll bring the grenade launcher into play. I'll probably bring in maintenance unit next turn, and once that's done, I'll throw out turret mode. I don't think there's still a bit of damage reduction, but it's fine. It's fine. Let's just shoot him. Let's flat cannon. But then again, no, wait, because he's going to do 3 damage with that. Whereas getting rid of the damage reduction would definitely do more than that over the course of that turn. So no, actually, let's go for the damage is irreducible power. Everyone else is going to be doing 1 more damage for every attack, and that's going to be at least 3, so that's fine. Turret mode, let's get rid of this extra turret mode. Okay. What are we doing? Superhuman durability doesn't go into play as often as you'd think. Lead from the front. Oh, well, didn't I throw that out last turn? I thought I threw that out last turn. Maybe I'm wrong. No, I just punched something, didn't I? So I think lead from the front's a good idea. I might not be using it much this turn, but it's just good to have it there. It's as good as an option. And let's actually... I've just had a clever idea. Go for Mr. Fixer. He'll heal a point. Not as much healing as we would have got by doing himself. And then he can use his strike and just hit Ambuscade. And that's going to reduce the damage Ambuscade does by 1 because of the hoist chain. But then I can hit him again on his turn and get another -1 reduction. So we can actually reduce the damage he's doing by 2 every turn by using those as a combo, as long as he's got that hoist chain. So that's actually good. Mr. Fixer, you're going to be doing something a little useful for once. Speaking of doing something useful for once, that isn't what's happening with these cards. I could throw out a Haka of Battle, but I don't really want to. I haven't got too many things to hit. It might be worth it just for the card draw. In fact, yes, it will be. Let's throw out a Haka of Battle. Because the first thing that happens when you play that is you get 2 cards, and then you can throw away as many cards as you want. So let's throw away this Dominion because we've already got one. And that's going to boost my damage a bit. It's probably worth keeping all these Haka of cards so I can do the same thing again, so I can keep drawing cards. But I will get rid of this Enduring Intercession and Rampage. 5 melee damage to everyone and 2 to all of us. For Ambuscade, maybe not that useful. Apart from right at the start of the turn, he hasn't really brought out too many things at once. And we've built up a damage enough that we can deal. So, actually, no, I'm going to stop there. So, yeah. So, stop that. And then the next damage you do is increased by 3. Excellent. So, we hit Ambuscade for 8 points of damage. Very nice. Yeah, that was worth it. And then, do we want to set off that Sonic Mine? Nah, of course not. Oh, that's good. That's a nice card to have. And Mr. Fixer. Right. This is going to work out even better than I thought. We'll use Charge, which means we're going to hit Ambuscade and reduce damage dealt by Ambuscade by 1, and then we'll hit him again for 1, which will reduce damage he does by 1. Oh, for 2, that's nice. So Ambuscade now has -3 on all damage he does. Oh, excellent! Finally a style. Not the most useful style because it makes damage irreducible, which Bunker's already got handled. But, whenever a player plays a hero card, deal their hero 1 cold damage. At the end of the environment turn, deal every target 1 cold, 1 toxic, 1 energy. Not too great. So everyone heals first. Although actually, given how high our health is and how low Ambuscade's is, all those little bits of damage, and plus damage to him is irreducible, so it's going to get boosted. This could kill him. No, this won't kill him this turn, but it's going to get him down to, I think, 2. Let's see. That Sonic Mine's going to come out, and that's a pain. Let's hit that first just to get it out of the way. So that will hit everyone. Bunker, have a card. Good. And then everyone gets dealt damage and can't do... actually, given Bunker's got a bit lower damage, let's redirect. Oh, and this is going to do... Actually, yes. If I redirect the hit from Bunker, it not only means that he'll save a bit of health, so he's already down to 16, he'll save that. Everyone's got a bit more health than he has. But the Sonic Mine... Let me see here. Oh, it's gone in the trash now. Has it? Where is it? Oh, no. The Sonic Mine... Actually, I don't have a way of seeing what the Sonic Mine is doing now. Never mind. But the Sonic Mine anyone it hits, it makes them not able to do... Oh no, this is stupid because it's going to reset anyway. I'm overthinking this, it's pointless, but I do probably want to redirect just because it helps a bit low. There we go. And no, we don't want to redirect the rest. They're fine, they can take it. We're all big boys. There we go. And then everyone gets a bit more damage, and it's going to be boosted to Ambuscade. Poor fella, down to 2 health. Seeing everyone else, damage reduction comes into play as well. Legacy's got his Fortitude. Not a big deal. So GI Bunker is really powerful in this setup. Getting rid of that damage reduction and sort of making it one-directional, so it hurts Ambuscade but not us, is really helping us out this turn. Yes, and then Hoist Chain. This is going to do 3 fire damage to everyone, but we've hit him with 3 Hoist Chains. That's all going to go away. No one's going to take a hit. I might as well redirect it all to Legacy just because he's got Fortitude as well. It's just that little extra certainty, just in case I got my calculations wrong, which it can happen, you know. But nope, there we go. Not a single hit. Fantastic. And then and then his Gatling gun's gonna take him out without him even needing to think about it. There we go, just an auto kill. Ambuscade. We didn't get to see too much of the guy. I think he's a prime one to try doing advanced mode maybe soon. Let's take a look at his advanced mode instructions actually. Reduce damage dealt to villain targets by 1. So that actually wouldn't even have been much harder for us, but GI Bunker seems to be the best one to play against Ambuscade because he was just making it almost... he was making a lot of the damage reduction that Ambuscade was throwing around completely irrelevant. Even though he wasn't doing much direct damage, everyone else could just do whatever they wanted. And that would completely eliminate the advanced rule sort of extra difficulty. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, that was Ambuscade, and that was those heroes in that place doing those things. I hope you enjoyed it. Next time, something else maybe. Who haven't we fought yet? Who's this fella? Oh, sneak peek. Or maybe it's time to see what these little variants are all about. I don't know. I'll have a bit of a think about that. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.